I want you to breathe. I want you to breathe. I want you to breathe.
Hello, friends. We're back. We're Black and Curious. I'm Kandron.
What's good? It's Deja.
And if you've never been here before, welcome. We do a cross section between real life and pop culture. So today we're here to talk about Housewives of Atlanta, the newest peach holder, Marlo Hampton. Uh,
Baby, before we even get into the muntiness of it all, that last episode, I think it was last week, whenever they was fighting at the lake house or the mountain house, whatever the hell. I don't know what it's
I
called.
was
Either
amused.
way,
I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, y'all better have a standoff in this
in this driveway.
this
Okay. And like, so shout out to Candy Online. Candy girl, we love you over here. But that Candy, she does her Candy Online speak on it after each episode. And she said that they were out there like that for like 4 hours. That's how long the goddamn argument was going on.
It looked like it was 4 hours.
I was like, girl, ain't no way in hell I'm finna be out here arguing with nobody that damn long. I don't personally at this stage and point in my life, I don't have that type of energy. Okay. It's enough just trying to get up in the morning.
I certainly would have went inside and had a snack without a question.
Which is why she said that Kenny was like, that's why you saw me and Marietta like, let's take a walk. You want to go get on a trampoline? Because I was like, that scene was so random, but having the backstory, Lord have mercy, like let it go.
I saw it when I was watching it, and they were doing timestamps at the bottom.
Yeah, but they only put like I think 2 hours maybe, and Kenny was like that argument was like 4 hours long.
But then by the time they got to the place, it looked like a different time of day. Like,
oh, I'm like that was crazy.
It was crazy, but I am again. I just feel like if you are going to have the standoff, if you're going to say I'm not going, then don't go. Like it's inconvenient to everybody else, but Marlo said I'm not going with Kenya, and until she X, Y, and Z, and she didn't until they made peace or whatever. How they on
a damn trampoline. So the whole reason for them being at this lake house, mountain house situation.
Yeah,
was because Munty, as she affectionately is called, is having a hard time with the boys and basically told them to get out, I think 2 episodes back. Yes. And so they are now with her sister for 30 days in a 2-bedroom apartment, which is crazy.
And her sister has like 4 kids.
And she has 4 kids of her own, right? Mm-hmm. So, no judges. That's crazy. So so to the point of being a single woman and not having children myself, I understand how she could be overwhelmed with raising 2 boys and like them just all of a sudden going awry since having had a little bit of conversation with their mom. Mm-hmm. And it already being a lot of pressure on her anyway because she stepped in to take care of them. And like you again, this is not your forte. Like you're not a parent. You're all of a sudden thrown into being a parent. So it's hard, but it's just that is
for the second time, actually. For the second time, because she partway raised her sister.
Yes.
Because so it just makes her mom had seemed like substance abuse issues. Yeah.
Similar.
And so her sister, she ended up raising her sister.
Excuse me.
I think as she was a teenager, and Marlo wasn't much older. But yeah, so then she's now doing the same thing for her nephews. I don't know. I had a different perspective. I know the girls are like really kind of going in on her about it, but okay, so her sister basically was like, well, there's, if you need a break, then you need a break, but you don't have to be mean. And I think that's where I fall into it. It's kind of like, okay, you didn't have to put them out and be like, get your shit and go. But like,
not for no 30 days.
Not for 30 days. But again, I think it was fine. I think it was fine for her to say, I need a break and to rely on her village to help out. Like,
I do agree.
I mean, some of us went to our grandparents' house for the summer. some of us, plenty of people got shipped away for the summer. Like,
Mhm.
and if you think that your parents did not enjoy having a break from your little raggedy ass while you were down in wherever for the summer,
Okay.
down south or whatever, or with your grandparents or whatever for the summer, you are out of your mind.
Mhm. Totally
Your
agree.
parents were getting a break, okay?
Mhm.
A 30-day break or 60-day break while your ass was down to the creek with your cousins.
Facts. My thing is like they I think it was just Marlo's delivery and like how I hope
Definitely.
that she did not tell them the way that she told us.
Yes. And I think she did. And I think that's when her sister was like,
You got to chill.
you gotta chill. You can't say that to them like that. But I feel like ultimately she sent them to a safe place. And if they
Yeah.
were tearing up her house, they needed to learn a lesson.
Yeah.
She didn't put them out on the street. She
No.
sent
She
them
sent them to
to their
their place.
auntie.
Yeah.
She sent them to live with their family so that they can learn a lesson where it's 6 kids in a house and they can learn how it feels to not have somebody to respect your space like they didn't respect her space.
Mm-hmm.
I
How it
think,
feels to not have all them luxuries that Marlo
yeah,
has
and not to
given
have a
children.
bunch of luxuries, not to have a bunch of choices where Auntie Marlo is here making you what you want for breakfast. No, like when it's 6 kids in the house, you eat what's here.
Hello. Ain't
You
that
know?
it?
So I think
Now,
I
without
don't
6 kids in the house, you eat whatever the mother has
I
cooked, not
mean,
unless you're gonna get in there and make
yes,
it yourself.
correct. However,
Marlo is
I
doing them
say
children well, but if cooking whatever they ask for.
yes, I agree. But again, I'm just saying her delivery was likely wrong. We didn't see the delivery, but from her sister's reaction, her delivery was likely wrong. But I don't see anything with necessarily wrong with what she did.
Hmm. I would agree with you. I think that hopefully going forward, I think that maybe she just I mean, because she hasn't really, she's had them probably like almost 3 or 4 years now,
3 or 4
right?
years, yeah.
So I think that this might be the first time that she's ever really taken a break in the time that she's had them.
Mm,
So I'm not mad at the idea. I just think, like we said, it's the delivery of it all. Like, I don't think that she is, bad parenting, and she's, had a whole lot of stress on her and anxiety about trying to make sure they're going to be okay, and like really focusing on raising young Black men and like the society that we live in, and wanting to do the best that she can for them, and also still trying to care for her ailing sibling, who
yeah,
has mental issues. Like, that's a lot to have to put on a person.
absolutely. And all of this was happening while simultaneously she's trying to launch a business to make sure that she can care for them and all of the, all of the above. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily think there was anything wrong with it. And we have another Munty in the universe now because Munty Quad is over on Married to Medicine, but
Oh
she moved her
yeah.
mom. She moved her mom from Memphis to help her with her nephew. So it's like she has
Yeah.
help, and it's only one, and he's little. He's like 6, what,
But
six,
that's
six,
still,
7?
child, little kids are still a lot too. Shit.
No, no, no. I'm not saying they aren't a lot, but I'm saying little kids can be more molded, for lack of a better word. Like they're more when you get kids that are teenagers, they are already kind of set in how they are. Their
Yeah.
personalities are set in stone. They are who they are. Whereas if
Right.
you get them kind of little, you can they can still you can kind of still kind of make a family around them, so to speak, and kind
Yeah.
of like get them acclimated to the way you do things.
Right.
At that age, they ain't acclimating to shit.
And not. This is what it is. I think she probably got them. I think at the age that my niece and nephew are, which is like they are
I think they
11
were like, yeah,
and
like
12.
11-ish.
Yeah, like 11 and 12, or
11, 12, 11, 13, something like that. And I feel like
that's a hard, yeah. I mean, because
that's a
like you
hard
said, they
age.
have full on personalities. Like, this is an aside,
Personalities.
but
Yes.
like my niece and nephew were here yesterday, and so they were playing and wrestling around or whatever, and my nephew was like, "Well, we can't be roughhousing in here. It's not a whole lot of space to be moving around." Like, children are so shady.
They are. My God.
I'm
But
like,
I love
"Baby,
Munty Quad and Munty Quad's
listen, I feel like Quad with the shady kids."
yeah, that nephew is Oh my God, he is the highlight of Married to Medicine for me.
Okay, he just as shady like my nephew.
He is so funny, and he is like a little old man. I love him so much. So Mason, cute. Little Mason.
He's adorable.
So cute. So anyway, chime in.
Let us know.
Get down in the comments. Was Munty Marlo wrong kicking her nephews out? That's what we want to talk about.
Some of our parents, y'all chime in and let us know, like, how you coping if you're a single parent. Like, do you have help? And if you don't have help, like, you know, what is your recourse or what's your outlet? Maybe that's a perspective that we need to hear more about, because a lot of the other women on the cast have been single mothers at some point, but they've also had a lot of help. Whereas it seems like, I'm about to call her Munty. It seems like Marlo doesn't have that. So anyway, thank you for watching. Of course, make sure that you are following us on all our social media. Check out blackandcurious.com, and we'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.